Assalamualaikum. This news about Palestinians receiving a place in our local universities, free tuition, is good for the Palestinians. In the first instance, it is a good news for Palestinians. But a very pertinent question that needs to be asked is who's paying for that? Free tuition at whose expense? Jadi, I'm not sure what is the government's plan, but I just like the government to consider this lah. It is not the matter of quantum. It's not berapa banyak. Right now, in our country, we have 1.2 trillion debts. We are lifting subsidies. We are increasing taxes. Prices are high. People are in difficulty, especially the B40 and some of the M40. The T20s are feeling the pinch too, and you intend to pinch more from the T20s. As far as education is concerned, for the Malays, they have the quota system, but even then, tak cukup. Some people cannot get, the non-performers are not able to get a place and be financed to study, to further their studies. That's for the Malays. For the non-Malays, even the achievers sometimes cannot get a spot, and they are overlooked because we don't have a way to actually grant them that opportunity. Thereby, not only is it unfair to those and tax-paying parents, it's also a loss, a national loss, because we lose prized gems who has the potential to develop. If we continue not to benefit from the cream that we produce, bukan every child is a cream pun. So every now and then we have pockets of students, of all races who are talented and able to perform. These are the leaders, the future leaders of the country, that if we don't harness and develop, we fail to seize the opportunity, they will go to neighboring countries. You look at Singapore. Singapore now dah first world country dah. From third world become first world. Dah sekejap ya. And how many of our Malaysians are the leaders of Singapore now that brought Singapore to the glory? Tak kisahlah. Don't bother about what race kan. But doesn't matter. Still Malaysians. So, of course, we have racist policies. There may be history to it. There may be justification to it. Tapi, the point that I'm trying to make is that we don't have enough to even go around with the taxpayers' fund. So, I don't know what PM and the Minister of Education is doing right now. Hopefully, it is improving, and we need to be able to educate our children with government funds. Now, so long as we have not closed that gap, so long as rakyat requires to be taxed and subsidies is to be lifted on us, we're not able. And therefore, whatever is in the coffers, the taxpayers' money, should go to that. That priority should go to the country first. It cannot go towards charity first kalau kita tak boleh derma kat orang luar kalau kita punya baby pun tak cukup susu. We can't do this. It's wrong. But what the government can do is that government can ask. Maybe some corporations can pay for it. Maybe there can be a donation drives. There's a lot. There are many Malaysians who can afford, would be happy to voluntarily provide funds to subsidize or to pay for the 600 students Palestinians. If government does that drive, using kementerian, using their agencies to drive that crowdfunding, that's perfectly okay. Siapa nak derma, siapa tak mau, tak mau. But at least it is specific to the purpose. But it is immoral and unethical to touch the government's funds for education to pay for that, when others, even if there's one more anak Malaysia who's entitled and deserving and not given. That is akin to stealing. I have to call a spade a spade. I don't mean to be unpleasant, tapi if nobody says it, I have to say it. I have to call a spade a spade. Salah, haram. Siapa yang berhak patut diberi. Kalau tak cukup, apa yang ada patut diberi kepada yang berhak dahulu. Selebihnya baru kita derma. So Allah tak suruh kita derma kalau kita pun tak cukup. Kita kena primary, kita punya responsibility is family kita, isteri kita, anak-anak kita. Itu dulu, mak bapak kita first. Lepas itu, jadi kalau kita tak cukup nak beli ubat untuk mak bapak kita tak cukup nak beli susu untuk anak kita tak cukup beli makanan, kita tak expected to do charity. Tapi kita boleh tolong cara lain. Kita boleh tolong minta charity on their behalf from orang lain yang able. Orang lain yang tak ada burden yang kerajaan ada sekarang ni. So kerajaan lebih sarat the burden now daripada some rakyat-rakyat who has spare capacity to assist. So not that I'm against helping Palestinians students, kesian dia orang, and whoever ada opportunity should be given. Tapi jangan pakai duit yang tak boleh. This is not your money to use to give charity, because banyak rakyat Malaysia tak halalkan because anak-anak dia pun tak dapat yang tu. So I hope the government does the right thing. I'm not sure, maybe it's doing the right thing already. Tapi kalau tak, I tegur, I need to highlight, and I hope benda ni sampai pada telinga Perdana Menteri dan Minister of Education. We have to be judicious in how we manage public funds, and kalau you dah buat benda betul pun, make sure rakyat knows. Jangan ada salah tanggapan, and jangan orang buat statement things that anak kelaparan di rumah, monyet di hutan disusukan. Jangan macam tu. Okay, I'm not calling Palestinian monyet, but you know what that Malay punya proverb means. And kita jangan macam tu. Kita jangan macam tu. And tapi kalau monyet kat dalam hutan tu perlu disusukan, we can get siapa-siapa yang ada extra susu tu bagi susu kat monyet tu. Kita boleh tolong, kita boleh care. Doesn't mean we should not care for other people around the world. Compassion is important, and for that I salute this government and PM for having so much compassion and feeling the pain of the Palestinians. I am in full support. Ramai orang tak support, marah pasal PM of Gaza. No, PM kita is Islam, and dia bersimpati dengan orang-orang yang dibunuh, ditekan. Jadi that compassion is what I want in my PM. I'm glad he has that. Tapi it cannot be misplaced. He cannot make other people agree to the sacrifices that he wants to make personally. Itu tak boleh. So on that, dia punya concern tu, there are other ways to make Palestinian yang 600 to be able to get free tuition. In fact, kalau you do the right kind of drive for people who wants to help Palestine, you can do even 6,000 pun tak apa. Biar Palestinian semua belajar, become better themselves. Kita nak kuatkan ummah and Gazan, and also umat-umat yang tertekan dan tertindas dalam dunia ni. So we want this to happen, tapi buatlah cara betul. That's all I have to say. Hope this is taken in a positive note. I just want the government to do right by the rakyat.
If you want to see more content like this, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any new videos.